Pat McManus, GLA candidate for Brenton Harrow, one of them ones on the list as well. I joined Respect after being in the Labour left for many years. But the thing that drew me into Respect was working with the colleagues that I'd worked with for the last 20 years, Sarah Cox, and a number of other left socialists who were sort of members of the Socialist Workers' Party and various organisations in Brent. We had a great campaign in Brent to defend the NHS campaign. We've seen Sarah have a great run in the recent council by-election in Stonebridge. But this week I received my letter to go to Conway Hall, but I left the Labour Party a year ago last November, so I shouldn't have had an invitation to go to Conway Hall today. But generally, the National Nursing Sector Unison, I salute Karen Reisman, I can't see her wherever she is, but the National Nursing Sector Unison this week discussed what's deficient in the Darcy report. And the mental health services is severely deficient in the Darcy report in London, and children's services. So any of the London delegation here, where there are local meetings around the Darcy report, important that you get. I listened intently to their colleagues on the stop the anti-war. I was a avid sort of protester in the old Troops Out movement, because I'm one of those colleagues who comes from a Sinn Féin background. So obviously the issue for the anti-terrorist legislation which is happening in England in a minute is frightening, because as a young man I grew up in the streets of Northern Ireland. We welcomed the troops as a Catholic in the streets of Derry and Strabane in 1969, and I was one of the first ones to throw stones at them from 71 onwards. So, but like a lot of other comrades and colleagues at the time, I spent part of my early youth and the early days of the sort of late 70s and 80s having my door kicked in, my house arrested, because my family upset, my young children pulled out of their bed in the middle of the night by the British Army and the RUC, just for being an activist, for being a member of Sinn Féin. I was arrested a few times under the Prevention of Terrorism Act for 3 days at a time. But the frightening thing for this country is to be arrested, taken away, beaten, locked in a room without no access to a solicitor for what could be 28 or 56 days is very frightening. And it may not just happen to the whole sort of Muslimophobia which is sort of progressing in this country at the present minute in time. It could happen to trade unionists and left-wing activists, if this government goes any further. So it's important that we actually the reason why I joined Respect was that I like the ideas for Respect as a left-wing organisation. Our broad gathering of socialists. It's sad that some socialists have gone to an OR meeting today, because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, the most socialists are in this room. But it's important that we fight all the ideas that this great party was actually founded on, and get those people back to where they should be, in this room and on this platform. Thanks, Andrew.